Alright, hi guys, Brian here, and today I want to give you my impressions on the Transformers Combiner Wars Generations, whatever this line was called, Huffer figure, who is a repaint of the Optimus Prime from this figure, from this mold, but hey, this mold is kind of small and Huffer's supposed to be kind of small, so I said, why not? And picked him up. Obviously he's a truck, he rolls, but let's jump to some size comparisons. Here we have Combiner Wars Groove. This is a perfectly in scale motorcycle to a truck. I've also got the Robots in Disguise Legends, I think they're called, Optimus Prime, and the Sideswipe from that line too. And of course I've also got Minimus Ambus. Aww, so cute. And here's Swerve from, actually no, this is Make Toys Trash Talk. Make Toys Trash Talk is who this is. But it's Swerve. He's Swerve. He will always be Swerve. He's the swerviest of swerves. For something a little bigger, we've got our standard size comparison of Chromia. And while I showed him off with Minimus Ambus, here is Ultra Magnus. And you guys are looking too closely at... Nope, come on guys. Back up. Come on. Look up a bit. There you guys go. Alright, so there's Huffer with Ultra Magnus. Yep, significant size difference. So, now that we've seen him in vehicle mode, what do you say we go ahead and get him into robot mode, shall we? And since he's so small and such a simple transformation, I'm going to go ahead and do something unusual and transform him on camera for you guys. So, I start off by grabbing this. Well, actually, I generally start off by pulling these arms out like this. Then you flip this forward grill piece down. I rotate the legs down, or the waist down, because this is all on a joint that moves on itself a bit. Sometimes it can be a bit tricky, but sometimes not. So there's that. Rotate it, flip it around, bring the arms down, and orient them a bit. They slide forward. I flip these up because there's no reason for these to be anything, but I flip them up just to give gears a little bit different of a silhouette than an Optimus would. You open the chest, revealing a cool Autobot logo, and flip up the head. And then you flip this back panel up. It's on a double hinge, so you can kind of put it where you want. I just do that. And I open the chest again. Yes, it makes his arms sit a bit backwards, but I think it gives a nice little visual flair for him. His head actually looks pretty cool. I'm glad they painted it like that. For something so small, I'm actually a little bit surprised. And for some size comparisons, we have the Combiner Wars Groove, so they're about the same size. So mass-wise, they're about the same, so cool. Got the Minimus Ambus figure, who is tiny. And the Robots in Disguise Legion class Optimus and Sideswipe here, just to show you how they scale with them. I think Sideswipe actually doesn't look too bad with them, because a truck would be bigger than a Lamborghini. Now, in his packaging, he does come with one of the collector's cards like Ultra Magnus came with, but I honestly have no idea where that card disappeared to. Speaking of things that disappeared, he also has a gun that I think fell in the trash as I was opening him and I never found it. Or maybe mine didn't have one at all. So that's all I have for this figure. Yay! But of course he's got a 5mm hand, so he can hold any 5mm gun you want to give him. Pew, pew, pew. So for his articulation, his head is on a swivel and can rotate around. If you want to use the joint that his neck is on, you can kind of get a little bit of downward, but it's not exactly like super useful. His arm is on a ball joint, so it can go all the way around. He's got a ball jointed elbow, so it acts as a swivel as well as an elbow. Pretty decent. He's got a waist joint that gets locked when you lock this in. So if you unlock that, then he's got a waist joint. But then you have to deal with where do you want to put this. So kind of a catch-22 situation. For his legs, he's got a ball jointed hip and can go forward and backwards and out a bit. Not... Why is that one going out further? Oh, I guess he can go out fully. Okay. He's got a ball jointed knee, so he can knee with the best of them and rotate it, and feet that are molded in. So his articulation is pretty decent for a figure his size. And I guess this leads into my final thoughts on the figure. Overall, I'm kind of pleased with him. I kind of get a kick out of Huffer, and I like that he's kind of small. I'm okay with him not really fitting in scale well. I don't know. I'm okay with him, and I wanted to mess around with the mold, so hey, I picked him up. And I don't really regret it. He's got a bit of a backpack, sure, and it kind of sucks that his waist gets locked when you put it up. But I guess I'll live with it. For what I got, I'm satisfied. So there's my opinion on the guy. I'm curious to know what you guys think about him. Curious to know what you guys think of the slew of writers for the new Transformers movies that are being made. Some of them actually have pretty good credits to some of those writers. I also want to take this moment to sincerely thank you guys for spreading the word and watching our videos and all the awesome stuff you do for us. It's purely because of your guys' awesomeness that we enjoy doing this as much as we do. So thank you for watching, guys. Keep on watching, and see you next time.